Peace, love, and harmony to all of you wonderful deep divers. Another beautiful day. I woke up like this, all turquoisey, all magical and fly deep divers with 3 rings on. How you feeling today? I hope you're taking care of yourself, deep divers. Look, shout out to everyone who is diving deep. Shout out to everyone who's raising the frequency. Shout out to everyone who's in the heart of nature right about now, because the world is crazy. There's no place, deep diver, say it with me. There's no place I'd rather be than with the birds, bees, leaves, and trees. We got butterflies floating around. We got squirrels chasing nuts. We got the cat down the road over there. And I'm in a good mood because I chose to be. Deep divers, we're living in a whole new world right now. And I want you to remind yourself that this is a time where you have to be mindful of your energy, because the next global event is around the corner, but nobody sees it. Israel, Hamas, what's going on? Marvin Gaye would like to know. We're going to talk about it. We're going to dive deep into all of it because I got so much information to share with you. It's unbelievable. But first, I want everybody to hit that like button right now if you support the real. Hit that like button right now if you support the real. We got a whole lot to talk about, but first, let's breathe. Let's go. That was beautiful. Let's go, deep divers. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Raising the frequency. Raising the vibration. Take that, take that, take that. Good ass energy I'm sending you. Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers. We're out here in the heart of nature. Absolutely beautiful day. No Wi-Fi out here, deep divers, but I swear you'll find a better connection. Look, if you are watching this video right now, this is your confirmation you are elevating in all areas of your life. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. You are in the process of becoming your greatest version. If you're ready for that, just say, I was born ready. You were born ready. Fantastic. Now, Israel and Hamas war. We got to talk about this, deep divers. We got to talk about this, deep divers. The next global event, the next global world event is around the corner, but nobody sees it. I always tell you, deep divers, every video that I make is designed to help you become your greatest version. So we're going to take what's happening in the Matrix and use it as an example to say, okay, what can we learn from this situation? How can this situation help us become our greatest versions? Because that's what we're here to do. So are you ready, deep divers, to become your greatest version? We got to stay positive because the world needs positivity right about now. And Ralph Smart is a perfect guy for the job. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? Wonderful deep divers of planet Earth. Shout out to all of you. So let's talk about it. Let's dive deep. So Israel, Hamas war, the next global world event is around the corner, but nobody sees it. First and foremost, I want to send healing energy to everyone in Israel. I want to send healing energy to everyone in Palestine. I want to send healing energy to everyone in the world, everyone that's going through it right now, because let's face it, we are living in tumultuous times and peace is needed. I always say that's why I start my videos with peace, infinite waters, because the world needs peace, deep divers. I told you, I've been following this whole story, Israel declaring war on Palestine, Hamas, and it's crazy. Thousands of people dead already. Children, families getting kidnapped, death on both sides. You see, war, yeah, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. War, yeah, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. First and foremost, war is good for absolutely nothing. Nothing good comes out of any war. There are no winners of war. Everyone loses. Let me repeat that. There are no winners of war. Everybody loses. So, like I told you, it is not about being on the side of Israel. It is not about being on the side of Palestine or Hamas. It is about being on the side of truth. What? Slow motion this side. It is always about being on the side of truth. We are living in the most monumental times of human history. We have to remind ourselves every single day what's happening is not an accident in Israel and Hamas. Storms are brewing. They've been brewing for a long time on this planet. You know why? Because like the great Krishnamurti said, it is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. What causes war? Ego. People want to rule the world. I told you, two wrongs don't make a right. And to look at this situation between Israel and Hamas, you have to be neutral. You can't be too in your feelings saying, oh, Israel is right. Oh, Hamas is right. No, you have to be the one who takes the higher stand to say, wait a minute. What about a world peace army? What? Slow motion this side. Because you always hear about armies fighting wars. What about an army? A world peace army. They're spending billions of dollars to go to war. What about spending billions of dollars to find a peace solution? Oh my gosh. You see, human beings are still in a low frequency globally. They're in a low frequency because a lot of people are unable to see they've been lied to since birth, conditioned, programmed, manipulated to believe what the media wants them to believe. You have to think for yourself. I told you. Critical thinking is what's needed right now on the planet. When I saw this story between Israel and Hamas, Palestine, I said, this is tragic. You know why, deep divers? Because it's the innocent people that suffer. The innocent people get caught in the crossfire. Look, there's an African proverb. When two elephants fight, it's the ground that suffers. What? Slow motion this side. I said when two elephants fight, it's the ground that suffers. There are innocent people on both sides. I just heard a report that a whole building collapsed in Palestine, in the Gaza Strip, and it killed dozens of people, including children. That's terrible. I heard a story in Israel that babies were beheaded. That is terrible. Families getting kidnapped. It's crazy. So it's the innocent people that suffer ultimately. And this is the tragedy of war. And when we can take a step back and say, what can we learn from this situation? We have to remind ourselves we can be part of the problem or we can be a part of the solution. What are you doing, deep divers, every single day to spread peace, love, and positivity? I told you, the microcosm, the macrocosm. What is happening out there is nothing more than a reflection of what is happening in the minds of billions of people all around the world. As above, so below, as within, so without. If you want peace in the world, you must be the change you wish to see in the world. Say it again, Ralph. You've just found the solution. I said, if you want peace in the world, You must be the change you wish to see in the world. Now, like I told you, you have to question everything. Because you see, even religion. I'm not religious deep divers, I'm spiritual. The difference between religion and spirituality, let me break it down for you. Religion is for people who are afraid to go to hell. Spirituality is for people who've already been there. Oh my gosh. You see, what if I told you more people have died in the name of religion than all wars combined? Would you believe me? Well, that's a fact. So people are saying Allah, people are saying Yahweh, all of these create wars. My God is better than your God. But wait a second. In all of your holy books, it says, be at peace with your neighbor. So instantly you realize, critical thinking, anyone who creates a war is not following the teachings of their scriptures. Oh my gosh. Because you shouldn't kill anyone, especially not innocent babies, women, and children. People shouldn't go to a rave and enjoy themselves not to make it home to their families. Did you see what happened in Israel? It's crazy. So we've got to remind ourselves it's not about taking sides. It's about being on the side of truth. And it's about also realizing, don't drink the Jim Jones Kool-Aid. Don't live in fear. They want you in fear every single second. But you see, how the media report it is very different from what's actually going on. I've got people I know in Israel who watch my videos. I've got people in Palestine who watch my videos. They write to me. They're like, the media are totally not saying what's really going on. So you have to have critical thinking there. And in life, don't always believe what someone says about a situation. Go and find out for yourself. Do your own research. The next global world event is around the corner, but nobody sees it. You see, we're in a time of the Kali Yuga cycle. In the Sanskrit, thousands of years ago in the Indus Valley, this cycle that we're in right now is the age of deceit, the age of darkness, the age of ignorance, the age where people are going to suffer. That's the reason why you have wars. The Hopis told you, okay, the Native Americans, that humanity disrespected Gaia. It forgot about the wisdom teachings from the elders. And that's the reason why we are in the fourth world right now. This is the world of wars, chaos. That's what you see happening with Israel and Hamas. It was written. But you don't hear me though. And they say in the Hopi prophecy that when the earth is ravaged and the animals are dying, a new tribe of people shall come onto the earth from many creeds, colors, and classes, and whom by their deeds and actions shall make the earth green again. Ralph Smart is one. They will be known as the warriors of the rainbow. Shout out to all the light workers who are spreading peace, who are holding meditations, peace meditations, world peace meditations for peace in Israel, peace in Palestine. Because that's what's needed. Let's take a moment of silence right now for peace between Palestine and Israel. That's what's needed. The next global world event is around the corner, but nobody sees it. You see, Israel just said they're stopping aid, water, fuel, electricity to Gaza unless they release the captives. So you got to remind yourself right now, it's like things are going to get crazy. And when you realize that Iran may be involved, atomic bombs may be involved, this could potentially lead to a third world war. That could be the next big global world event, but nobody sees it. Now, I hope that doesn't happen, but I'm smart enough to realize it can happen. Here's why. Let me read you something by Albert Pike. Albert Pike was a sovereign grand commander of the Scottish Rite. Freemason, okay? In 1871, he sent a letter to Giuseppe Mazzini, who was the godfather of Freemasonry, in Italy. Okay, an Italian politician. This is what he said. Okay. The Third World War must be fomented by taking advantage of the differences caused by the agentur of the Illuminati between the political Zionists and the leaders of the Islamic world. The war must be conducted in such a way that Islam, that's the Muslim Arabic world, and political Zionism, the state of Israel, mutually destroy each other. Okay, so you got to remind yourself right now, it was all written. It was all written. Now, once again, Freemasonry is not bad. You got good people in Freemasonry, but it's people who are in the know, who know what time it is. And they've been telling you of a new world order. And Albert Pike saying the Third World War, okay, is going to be caused by differences between Islam and the political Zionists in the state of Israel. So how the hell did he know that in 1871, before even the First World War deep divers? But you don't hear me though. The next global world event is around the corner, but nobody sees it. You see, everything is symbolic. When I heard that there was a festival in Israel, people were dancing and having a good time, then people came in on paragliding in and then just shot everyone. It was terrible. Condolences to everyone who lost someone there. However, this is symbolic of how the Roman poet Juvenal said, "Are you not entertained? Bread and circuses is how you distract the masses." So people dancing, having a good time, they're allowed to do that. But at the same time, don't fall asleep right now on the planet. This is a lesson to learn. Like Nas said, I never sleep because sleep is the cousin of death. You got people who are dancing on TikTok right now, thinking everything is sweet, not realizing the kind of world we're living in right now. This is the time to study. This is the time to get right with yourself. This is the time to realize that what happens in the East will affect what happens in the West. What happens in the West will affect what happens in the East. What happens in the South will affect what happens in the North. What happens in the North will affect what happens in the South. You can't turn a blind eye. We're in the time right now where you cannot turn a blind eye on what's happening. Once upon a time, you could just sing and dance because ignorance was bliss. Not anymore. Ignorance is expensive pain. What? Slow motion this side. So the lesson that we can all learn from this situation to become our greatest versions is to realize we have to be a part of the peace solution. We have to make sure how we live our lives is what we want to see in the world at large. If you want peace in the world, cultivate peace within yourself. I told you, the microcosm, the macrocosm. It's not just about Israel and Hamas in this war. It's about a war in your own home. Wait a second. It's about the war that you have within you. People are at war with themselves. Let me repeat that. I said people are at war with themselves. It starts with you first. When you remind yourself, once you heal yourself, those unresolved issues, heal your childhood trauma. I'm a psychologist. I've been inspiring millions of people for over a decade. I'm doing the work every single day. I know how hard it is. So just imagine if someone hasn't done the work. All of their pain, their frustration, they're going to take it out on someone else. This is the reason why war is created in the first place, because people are not at peace with themselves. Let me repeat that. This is the reason why war is created in the first place, because people are at war with themselves. It is time to fix up, look sharp, and do the inner work. It is time to spread as much love out there as possible. It is time to not vibrate on the 100 hertz fear frequency and vibrate on the 600 hertz frequency of peace, the 500 hertz frequency of love. It is time to stop believing the media, everything they say. It is time to stop choosing sides. I'm for Israel. I'm for Palestine. No, be on the side of truth. Be on the side of justice. Be on the side of love. I told you. I'm a planetarian. Don't you realize that when you say I'm from this country and I'm from that country, there's always going to be a war because ego is involved? This planet, everybody bleeds red. It's one humanity. Everything is connected. There should be no wars. Nothing good comes out of a war. No great inventions. No great innovation comes out of war. Only bloodshed. Is this the way you want humanity to go? You see, we've got a choice. We can stop this next global world event that's around the corner, which is World War III. We can stop it by choosing peace. Ladies, you got to do your part, because the hand that rocks the cradle controls the future of the nation. Let me repeat that. Even that bird agrees. I said the hand that rocks the cradle controls the future of the nation. Women, your womb is a stargate. You have tremendous power to encourage men to move towards peace. Men, as protectors, you have to move towards peace, because you can't have babies being beheaded. This is not good. You can't have people getting kidnapped. You're supposed to be the protectors and the providers. So men have to step up. Women have to step up. Instead of stunting for the gram, why not post something about what's going on in the world? You've mastered the selfie. Now master thyself. Slow motion this side. The next global world event is around the corner, but nobody sees it. You see, the internet is amazing. At the same time, a lot of people are becoming artificial. They're becoming automatons. They're becoming androids. And this is also part of the next world global event, where you will be connected to the mainframe smart grid and live in a 15-minute city, a cashless society of digital IDs and microchips. It's on its way. Demolition Man was trying to tell you. Great film. You say something wrong, they're going to fine you. They can read your thoughts, read your dreams, but you don't hear me though. It's already happening in China. In China, they got something called a social credit score. This is the next world event that's around the corner for everybody on the planet. A social credit score. If you misbehave, you do this, you break a law, they'll take points off and say you can't travel, you can't leave your house. The next world global event is around the corner. Now, what is my intuition telling me? We are in for a rough ride. The reason why is because humanity is still caught up in the ego. I told you there's a massive split happening between 3D and 5D. The ones who will make it out are the ones who are raising their frequency, raising the vibration, moving to the 5th dimension where love reigns supreme. I've traveled to over 80 countries. I've been to places where people are living off grid. People from all around the world, different races, creeds, colors, living together in a community, and they've chosen peace. This is a solution. That's the only hope, because Babylon is falling. Let me repeat that. Babylon is falling. The matrix is over, and the war is going to make it over. And that's the reason why. Don't get comfortable in the matrix, because it's all going to be blown to smithereens. Oppenheimer, you think it's a coincidence that that film was released? They're telling you World War III is coming. You got Iran, you got China, you got Russia, you got Israel, you got the US, you got the UK. Can't you see what's going on? Hello? It's time to wake up and get your head out of your ass and realize that humanity must do better. We must do better for the children. We must do better for the women. We must do better for the men, even the cat down the road. No child, because children are innocent, deserves to be living in fear of their life, because they're going to go through trauma. I'm a psychologist. Like during that pandemic, right, of COVID, you remember? And another one might be on its way, deep divers. You better watch out. A lot of people there's something called COVID anxiety syndrome. A lot of people still have trauma from even getting close to someone. Some people are still wearing face masks, wearing gloves, all kind of things. They're traumatized forever. The same thing happens with war. When you see someone get blown up, you're going to be traumatized. Soldiers have post-traumatic stress syndrome. A lot of soldiers become traumatized. You know why? Because they see things no one has seen. It's not good. Soldier means soul dire. They sacrifice their soul. That's why I always tell you, the people who are pulling the strings in the Matrix, they don't send their own people, their own sons, their own daughters to go and fight in the wars. They send yours. So even soldiers have to be smart to say, actually, do I want peace or do I want war? I was in university, right? I met an Israeli guy who was like 19. He said he's been fighting in his army with machine guns, all kind of things, and he has to attack the enemy, Palestine. I said, wow, people are programmed since birth. Hate this, love that. It's all a program. But you see, children in their original state, we're not born hating anyone. We are born in love. And that's what we have to return to. Deep divers, hit that like button right now if you support the real. Hit that like button right now if you support the real and if you want peace on the planet. The next world global event is around the corner, and a lot of people don't even see it. You see, the problem with the world is that things were designed to be used. People were designed to be loved. The problem with the world is that things are being loved and people are being used. People are worshiping iPhones over human beings. We have to realize all life is sacred. If you realize all life is sacred, you will be disgusted. You will be disgusted at what's happening between Israel and Palestine. That could be your son. That could be my daughter. It could be someone you know. It could be your grandma, your grandpa. Humanity has to do better. Many people are born into a world. It's what I call sins of their grandfathers and grandmothers. People are born in Israel. They didn't start it. People are born in Palestine. They didn't start that situation. So why should they suffer? But they're suffering because of everything their parents and grandparents did. So they're screwed. So the solution is to create peace. Because if you continue to do the same thing you've been doing, only more blood will be spilt. The next global world event is around the corner, but nobody sees it. But I told you there's split happening. There's a split happening. Two realities are forming. There's a reality of war, World War III, around the corner. And there's a reality of love where we're doing a little samba, baby. There's a reality where you will have no freedoms. And there's a reality where you will have all the freedom in the world. There's a reality where you will live in an artificial metaverse. And there's a reality where you'll be like Ralph Smart and be in the heart of nature and be free. And that's why I'm just saying, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? Beautiful deep divers. That was beautiful. Let's breathe. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Hit that like button right now, deep divers, if you're ready for world peace. Hit that like button right now, deep divers, if you support the real. Now, let's breathe. breathing in that good ass prana, baby, go and check out the #1 best-selling book, Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/the-book, the Bible of Becoming Your Greatest Version. Also, go and check out the latest new book, The Book of 1111 Infinite Quotes by Ralph Smart at ralphsmart.com/the-book, the Bible of Becoming Your Greatest Version as well. Go and get the Good Ass Prana shirts, deep divers, for men, women, children, even cats. All new limited edition designs at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. And if you're a sexy ass model, woo, with a whole lot of heart, you want to model the clothing? Well, go and buy some. We're doing the fashion show in Miami, in the UK, in California. If you want to be an Infinite Waters model, DM me on Instagram at official Ralph Smart, and let's get it popping. Deep divers, they tried to bury us. They forgot we were seeds. You know, when I said, okay, Israel have like the most powerful army in the world, how is it possible that people are able to paraglide over? Something just ain't right. Critical thinking, I told you, it's going to set you free. How is it possible? The largest army in the world, one of the largest forces, because Israel is backed by the US. How come they can be invaded? It's not possible. It's never happened. They got maximum security. So did they allow it to happen? Question everything. Go and research the work of people like David Icke, problem, reaction, solution. Okay? We're diving deep. Ultimately, choose love. Don't choose Israel. Don't choose Palestine. Choose love over everything. And don't take sides. It's terrible what they're doing to Israel. But I told you, since 2008, 150,000 Palestinians have been killed. 33,000 are children. That's terrible. A lot of people in Palestine live in fear every single day for their lives. Same in Israel. Choose love. One love, one love. Peace. Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Stay healthy. Peace. You. Once again, deep divers, hit that like button right now if you support the real. Hit that like button right now if you support the real. Share this video with someone. Leave a comment down below of gratitude and appreciation, and let me know how this video inspired you. One love, one love, one love. Peace.